We are in front of the Israeli School, Universal Practical Knowledge, the Philadelphia Division, here at 3226 Cheltenham Avenue in Philadelphia. We're standing in front of the school right now, getting a description of the 12 tribe sign that's been painted by one of the brothers that was in the school: Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, and Isupk. Those are the 12 tribes of Israel.
Shalom. Shalom. You've been waiting for this day, so this day has finally come. A lot of you have been wondering where this knowledge that you've been hearing is coming from, and the powerful truth that you've been hearing, how this was established. Well, we finally were able to arrange for the priests to come down from New York and spend some time with us. And I'd like to introduce them if I can. These are some great brothers. We're very glad to have them with us. We want to make them feel as warm as possible, because this is their work and the extension of their work and what they've laid down some time ago. I'd like to introduce, first of all, priest and six-shield general, fourth in command in the nation of Israel, Lahab. I'd like to salute this brother. Macho. Barak. Yeshabim, which means sit. And I'm going to turn it over now to priest General Lahab.
Water, brother. I'd like to say this, starting off, we're very impressed at your school here, and we're very impressed to see that the brothers and sisters in Philadelphia think enough of the Most High and the Bible and the truth and your nationality to be a part of this, because most of the brothers and sisters are running from the truth.
Shalom. This is to all Israelite groups and all Israelite communities and all breakoffs from One West and breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs. No matter what rainbow uniform you wear, red, white, purple and white, all white, it don't matter. You should all treat the Isupk like your weird, misunderstood Sabbaths. You shouldn't do anything until you counsel with the Isupk. We'll tell you when and what to eat. We'll tell you who to marry. We'll tell you who to have sex with and how. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your wives. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your kids, your brothers, your sisters, your parents, your friends, everybody. We'll tell you when and how to pray. We'll tell you how to direct your life in a way that's pleasing to the Most High God of Israel and our Black King Yahushua, a.k.a. Jesus Christ. We will be to you instead of a God. Just like the Most High told Moses in Exodus 4:16 that Aaron would be to him instead of a mouth and he would be to Aaron instead of a God, that's what we'll do for you. It is what you all need, because none of you know what the fuck you are doing. I pray you understand. Shalom.
Hey, Shalom, Lord Christ. It's Officer 5000 Jeremiah, the camp leader of Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm here to invite you, Blacks, Hispanic, and Native American Indian people, to the ISUPK 57th Annual Passover, hosted by Commanding General Yohana, the leader of this nation. Saturday, April 4th at the BH Ranch, Houston, Texas. Shalom.
All right, let me hit y'all up with something. Many of us, we talk about the Bible and claim to love God and all of this, claim to follow God, right? What you really want to do to be following God is not celebrating Christmas, Thanksgiving, and New Year's, pagan holidays that's not in the Bible. You need to be making it down to the Lord's 57th Annual Passover in Houston, Texas. It's going to be on April the 4th. The fee to get in is $200 per person. The Lord said, you know, not to come in any of his feast days empty-handed, so that is why that fee is there on the table. So it's $200 per person, and what you want to do is make it down there and celebrate the Lord's Passover with true prophets of God from the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge.
All right. Salakia, we are rather far behind, and I'm about to try to get through this as quickly and as bestly as I can. All right. Salakia, first of all, Shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatham to the brothers. Shalom. Yahweh Shemar Alatah Ba'Shem Yahushua to the sisters out there, okay? If y'all can, take a second to just like and share the class. All right? So push this truth and get it out there, man. It is needed, definitely. All right? So just like and share the class. If y'all can. It is a beautiful thing. All right. Tonight we're gonna be touching on a couple of things. I'm trying to get, let this all this noise pass by. I don't know if y'all can hear it. Ambulances or fire trucks and police, whatever the heck going on out there. All right, cool. Noise gone. Great. All right. So we're gonna touch on a couple of things. I'm gonna try to get most of it in. Of course, we're running behind. Salakia, that is totally my fault. All right. So with that being said, so what I wanted to do was, it was after Captain Hadar Yalla did an excellent job of breaking down salvation only being for Israel. For some reason, somebody asked him that question. It was after class was over with. I don't know how he missed it. Maybe he just, I don't know. All right. Let me not even, I have no clue. All right. So I'm going to give the brother, I'm going to put out maybe like 2, maybe 3 scriptures more just to try to help the brother out, because clearly the brother missed it. I don't know how, but you know, I don't know who the brother is, where he come from, or any of those things, but I'm going to try to attempt to help the brother out. All right. So let's get right into it. With that being said, we're going to go to Jeremiah, the 46th chapter. All right. We're going to Jeremiah, the 46th chapter. So hopefully, I'm just going to hold it because I don't like keep having to bend my head down like that to talk. So hopefully, this will help the brother out. He'll get a little bit better understanding or his question answered, whatever it was. You know what I mean? Hopefully, what the brother should do is go rewatch last night's class. That's honestly what the brother should do. Because Cap, it's a reason why he captained Hadariala. I'm just going to say that. Just go rewatch last night's class. I'm going to help you out, give you about 2 or 3 of them to go with that. And that's that. All right? And we're going to move on to tonight's topic. All right? So this is Jeremiah 46. And we're going to start at 27. So we have Jeremiah 46, and we're going to start at 27. All right? Okay. It says, but fear not thou, O my servant Jacob. So now we understand that this is talking specifically about Israel. All right, it said Jacob, but we know Jacob is what? Jacob is Israel, especially when we read all the way in the book of Ezekiel. All right, it says, but fear not thou, O my servant Jacob, and be not dismayed, O Israel. For behold, I will save thee. So now we understand that the Lord said is talking specifically to Israel, saying what? I'm going to save thee, you black man, you Hispanic man, you Native man. You see, we see what ICE out there doing to the tribe of Isupk, out there snatching babies out of their hand. I seen something where they was in the I really don't know whether it's fake news or whatever, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was real. They said the ICE was waiting on the baby to get delivered to deport. They outside the delivery room. Your oppressor is so much of the devil who he has no conscience whatsoever. But I got a question, man. Does this surprise you? Like, how could you be surprised at any of this? You do know what they was doing when they was enslaving us, right? So how can what ICE is doing surprise anybody? It should surprise nobody. All right? It says, for behold, I will save thee from afar off. Why? Because the Lord does not walk physically on the planet, yet he's in control of everything. That's why I say from afar off, meaning from wherever he at, from his throne that he sits on. All right? Afar off. It says, and thy seed from the land of their captivity, which is where we are. That's where we at. We in a land of captivity. We in a land that, one second. We in a land that has done nothing but enslaved us. enslaved and oppressed us, man. And to try to hide what they did, you know what they do now? They teach that it was a great migration, that we just came over here and willingly got our backs beat. Willingly let them grape our women. Let them unalive us, sick dogs on us. With everything that we went through in this country that we're in right now, your oppressor is so much of the devil that he's going to teach in schools that we migrated over here. We just came over here. So guess what? In 40 or 50 years, his plan is to do what? Because your oppressor is cunning. He think about the long game. So he think 40 or 50 years from now, we'll be done forget all about slavery and us coming over here on slave ships. We won't pick up the Bible and read that the children of Israel came over here on slave ships and figure out it's us. We need the Lord to save us from afar off. We need it. It's nobody that needs it more than us. Because if it was up to your oppressor, we would wake up every day and just think, this is the way life is. This is just the way life is. They're over us and we're under them. When this is not the way the Lord intended it to be, man. We need the Lord to save us from afar off. And the only way he gonna do that is what? If we start to be obedient to him. Yeah, salvation is for Israel, man. But what are you going to do to achieve that salvation, to get that salvation? You can't just be running around sinning like ain't no tomorrow, doing everything you want to do. You can't live the way the oppressor lived to get that salvation and still get that salvation. You have to live the way the Lord told you to live, man. That's how you get that salvation, man. All right? That's how you get it. We need the Lord to give us that salvation from afar off, man. Your oppressor is trying to wipe out everything about you and turn you into a part of the alphabet community and turn you into criminals and turn you into bad parents. Turn your children into bad children. Everything that the oppressor is doing to us over here, he's not doing it for no reason. He has a plan. And the only way his plan would fail is if we turn back to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. If we stick together in our brotherhood, that's our only weapon, because we can't fight this physical. We cannot fight this physical because we're not being beat with weapons, with guns and knives. We're being beat with sorcery. Okay? We're being beat with the TV. We're being beat with the internet. Rap music. These are the things we being beat with. Food. These are the things we're being beat with, man. Dispensaries on every corner. Certain lifestyles pushed on us. So you can't use weapons to get yourself out of something that weapons is not what's. I'm not saying we don't get unalived through a weapon by the oppressor. What I'm saying is weapons are not his primary source of what he uses against us. Those type of weapons anyway. Salak. We need the Lord to save us from afar. All right? It says, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. It says, and Jacob shall return. Return what? Where we returning to? We returning back to our land, man. The Lord is going to put us back in our land. We got the Passover coming up, man. It's one of the greatest stories ever recorded in history, man. Our brothers and sisters did not lift a finger against the Egyptians, man. And the Lord destroyed the greatest empire on the planet, man. It's going to be that same way here, man. The Lord is going to destroy the greatest empire on the planet. Christ's gonna come with those chariots. We gonna get put on them chariots. They gonna clean this mess up and then put us back in our land. It don't speak of no other nation that this is happening to in the Bible. Salakia too. I forgot to say at the beginning, if y'all got questions, just drop them in the chat and I will get to them. All right? Doesn't say this about anybody else on the planet, man. It only says this about Israel. Okay? It says, and Jacob shall return. Again, return where? From where? Back to our land. He getting us out the land that we captive, that we being held captive in, to put us back in our land. It says, and he shall and be in rest and at ease. Oh, that sounds great, man. A lot of y'all think y'all at rest and at ease here. You ain't at rest and at ease here. This is not the way the Lord intended us to live. I don't even think we can quite understand how the Lord intended for us to live. What Christ's kingdom is going to be like. We can't fully grasp it. We can say, yep, it's going to be like this, and we are 100% right about those things. But the feeling, the ease, the less stressful, the having things in order the way it's supposed to be, man, this is going to be the greatest thing in the world. All right? And be at rest and at ease, and none shall make him afraid. And none is going to make us afraid. Why? Because Christ's going to be here on the throne. Christ is going to be here on the throne. And we're going to have Christ and his arm protecting us, man. So once we set the earth back in order, after Christ come and do what he got to do, and we clean the earth up and set the earth back in order, man, this is going to be the beautifulest planet on the earth. First, we got to clean up the mess that the oppressor did, destroying the earth. All right? In verse 28, it said, fear not, O Jacob, my servant, saith the Lord, for I am with thee. The Lord is saying, fear not, because he is with us. Look at all the things that the oppressor do to us inside this kingdom, man. He got us stacked in the ghettos. oppressing us with the police. Look what he doing to the Mexicans, tribe of Isupk, with ICE again. That's happening right now. Terrorizing the Mexicans. And what's already been done to the Native Americans, forget about it, man. He will never leave them alone, man. They've been so beat down and oppressed by this oppressor, man. It is far beyond comprehension, man. We need the Lord to come save us from afar. We need the Lord like yesterday, man. That's why, brothers, that's what makes the UPK so special, man, under Commander General Yohana. Because we taught to push these laws, statutes, and commandments. The one thing where the Lord can look down on us and say, you know what? Now they keeping my laws, statutes, and commandments. Now I'm going to come and defend them. Now I'll defend them. Now I'll take away their captivity. Now I'll put them back in their land. Nobody else ain't teaching that. I don't fake other Israelite groups. Just look at them. They doing all kind of stuff in the closet with kids and animals and different things, man. And the Lord is exposing them. The Lord is exposing them, man. And it's such a beautiful thing that the Lord is exposing them, because it's such a sad thing that they are doing, man. How can you have the truth and do those type of things, man? It is crazy, man. It just goes to show you, man. The oppressor knows, and the oppressor finances these fake Israelite groups to be a distraction. That's why the Bible say it's one body. So you see some group pop up outside of the ISUPK, they not in the one body. They in the one mind of do whatever they want to do. All right? It says, for I will make a full end of all the nations where I have driven thee. The Lord said He gonna make a full end of all the nations where we at. He ain't say He about to save all the nations. That's not what the Lord said He was gonna do. The Lord said He's gonna make a full end to all the nations. That means everywhere where we scattered at. That's what it said. He ain't say He was going to join us hand in hand with them. Or like we got to argue with some brother or some sister all the goddamn on time because they want to save the oppressor. That's all. Just a quick slacking. And that's all they be worried about too, is saving the oppressor. We say the same thing about Africans we say about the oppressor. We say the same thing about Arabs that we say about the oppressor. And they never trying to defend them. It's always, well, they all oppressors, but you get what I'm saying. They always trying to defend the so-called white man. Always, always, always. They don't even care. They don't even love everybody. They don't even love everybody. They care about one thing, the oppressor being in the kingdom with them. All right? Salaki. I will make a full end of all the nations whither I have driven thee, but I will not make a full end of thee, but correct thee in measure. Yet will I leave thee while unpunished. I will not leave thee unpunished. Yeah, because we won't stop our sin. The Lord not going to leave us unpunished. Because I just told you this a minute ago. If you're going to continue to sin and continue to live in the sin, the Lord not bringing you into the land with us. Well, I said us. I don't know whether, of course, I don't know whether I'm getting in there, but I just like to think. Yeah, you're not getting into the land, man. Nobody's getting into the land if they're going to be a disgusting sinner. And that's a lot of what's not getting taught to our brothers and sisters, man. Outside of the ISUPK, of course. You got to turn away from your sin. When Christ come, that ain't the time to say, oh, now I'm gonna get it right. It's too late. It's too late at that time, man. Game over. The game is over, man. I hope you had fun when Christ cracked that sky, if you still living out here sinning. And I hope it was worth it. All right. So that's just two more quick scriptures. I said I was going to do 3, but I think that's good right there. All right. Just because the brother asked after the class was over with, we was in the middle of saying the prayers, and the brother asked that question. All right. So, so now we're going to get into tonight's topic. All right. Okay. Sleeping with women of the other nations is a sin. Sleeping with heathen women is a sin, man, according to the Bible. So we're going to dive into it. We're going to show it. We're going to show that the Lord hates for us to sleep with other women of other nations, and that's just the way it is. All right. Real quick though, I got a question. Why the hell would you even want to sleep with a woman of another nation in the first place? Why? These other nations be out here flat as an ironing board. Why would a brother want to sleep with a Chinese woman? That's weird. That's weird. What kind of babies would that be? A Chinese baby and a brother? That's weird, man. Our favorite, the oppressor women. She gonna wake up in the morning, kiss her dog in the mouth, and then turn to kiss you in the mouth. That's what you want. Man, we got some of when sisters, man, is the baddest women on the planet, man. That's why every woman try to mimic our sisters. You got the best women on the planet. We got the best women on the planet. And guess what, brother? You can get a woman from every tribe. Change it up like flavors of ice cream. You ain't never got to go get with some stinking heathen, man. You ain't never got to do that, man. The Lord knew what he was doing, man. The Lord, when he say he made us special, we are, man. Because our women is, as JJ would say on Good Times, dynamite. All right? Our women is dynamite. Salakia, give me 1 second. Let me double check and make sure that we don't have any question. All right, somebody asked, let's see, Bob hit him. All right. So Bob, who gives the Hebrew names? You get your Hebrew name, right? First of all, Bob, I have a question for you. What is your nationality? I got to ask you that first. And then I'll know better how to address you. Okay? So just tell me, put your nationality in there, and then I'll address you accordingly. All right? Then I can answer your questions and all of that. Just put your nationality in the chat. Let me know what your nationality is, and I got you. It ain't no problem. To answer your one question, are chariots UFOs? It's what they would call UFOs. All right? But they're just chariots of the Lord. But a lot of them are not UFOs according to like what they show you on the internet and things of that nature. All right? That's just internet stuff. Some of it be the Army, the Navy, or whatever they got going on. That's not chariots of the Lord. All right. So yeah, you put your nationality in, then I got you. All right, no problem. To what? Thank you. All right. So we're gonna pick this up at Deuteronomy, the seventh chapter. All right. Deuteronomy 7. All right. Deuteronomy, the 7th chapter. We're going to pick it up right there. So I think we're going to start at Deuteronomy 7 and 7 and 3. We're going to start right here at 3, all right? Deuteronomy 7 and 3, and it reads, it says, neither shalt thou make marriages with them. So now, what's happening is the Lord is bringing us into our land. We're going into our land. We're conquering, doing things of that nature. The Lord's saying we're going into these land, so we're going to have different nations of people around and about us. The Lord is telling us right now, don't mess with them. Don't deal with them. They're not of you. So don't touch them. All right? And this is like quick sidebar. And this is something I do not understand right here. This is something I do not understand right here. All right? The Lord tells us, like you find this, Genesis, from Genesis to Revelations, you find the Lord telling us not to mix and mingle. We are told not to mix and mingle with other nations, right? Isaac told his sons what? Nah, don't go over there. We always have been told who to sleep with, who to mess with, who to deal with, what to eat. I don't understand how Christians get it wrong. It's all over the Bible. Old Testament, New Testament, Apocrypha. It's everywhere. It is everywhere. Neither, Deuteronomy 7:3, it says, neither shalt thou make marriages with them, thy daughters. Thou shalt not give unto his sons. Meaning, our women, we shouldn't be giving them to these other nations. Nevertheless, we see our women with these other nations, and it's getting pushed even harder now by the oppressor. You're starting to see, like on the internet and in commercials and things of that, you're starting to see our women more and more being with oppressors. You're starting to see that more and more. But the Lord does not want that, man. That's not something the Lord wants. That is not something the Lord wants, man. Our daughters is not supposed to be with men of other nations. And what's crazy, man, I met a sister that only date white men. She won't even date a brother. And it's crazy. It's insane. Like, a brother never even had a chance for her to be able to even say this, that, and the third. It's crazy. All right. Neither should I make marriages with them. Thy daughters thou shalt not give unto his sons, nor his daughters shall thy son shalt thou take unto thy son. And the Lord don't want us laying with them. I ain't what the Lord want. That's not what the Lord want. And we about to read in verse 4 why he doesn't want that. It's a reason. The Lord just don't. Give me 1 second. Salaki. Goodness, I thought I'd be able to see the chat a little bit better from there, but I still can't see it. So if y'all just be a little patient with me on getting to the questions, all right? Okay. Yeah, so the Lord, give me 1 second, y'all. Bob, I don't know. Give me a little bit something more specific, Bob. All right. Or if somebody understand or know what that is that he's saying, put it in the chat for me. Yeah, put it in the chat for me, Dwight. I would appreciate that. Or give me a little bit something more specific, Bob, if that's okay, if that's cool. Appreciate that. All right. Okay. It says, verse 4, it says, for they will turn away thy sons from following me. And that's what happened, man. And brothers, we do this a lot, man. We just give our woman what she wants to stop hearing her mouth. Like, God, they ain't gonna hear it, man. Just take it. Go sit down somewhere. Or our focus will get distracted because we so in love, so to speak. Right? It can happen. It happens to like the best of us. Think about what happened to Solomon. Solomon lost the entire kingdom because he fell weak to women from other nations. He fell weak to women from other nations. That's what happened to Solomon. And he turned away from the Lord and started setting up stuff for their gods and things of that nature. The Lord was saying this long before Solomon even became king, man. And Solomon was what? Our great and wisest king ever. I mean, of course, Yahweh Shah, but you get what I'm saying. Verse 4 it says, for they will turn away thy sons from following me, and that they may serve other gods. You go ahead and just say, okay, F it. I'm going to buy my girl that birthday gift. You just worshiped a whole nother God. Buying a birthday gift ain't something that's innocent. Buying that, I wouldn't give a damn if it was a pack of now and laters. You can't buy your girl a pack of now and laters for Valentine's Day. Note I didn't say on Valentine's Day. I'm saying Valentine's Day. She wants some Valentine's Day candy. You go in the store and buy her some now and laters. You just worship another God, man. You cannot do those things, man. Not if you want salvation. Now, if you want to just enjoy the kingdom that you in and live it up and have a great time right here, then by all means. By all means, enjoy. But if you want what the Lord got for you, you cannot do those things, all right? Salaki, did I finish that up? Excuse me. Okay, Salaki. It says, so will the anger of the Lord be kindled against you and destroy thee suddenly. And that's what happened, man, to us. It wasn't just over us dating, taking wives from other nations. But we know the anger of the Lord when it's kindled against us and destruction comes suddenly. Because we was chilling one day and they was snatching us up the next. They were snatching us up the next day, man. That's what happened. All right. So we know what it's like. All right, so from there, let's go to let's take Ezra. No. Let's take Tobit in the Apocrypha in the 4th chapter. Tobit in the Apocrypha in the 4th chapter. All right? Let's go there. Somebody said they close to God and pray with me, brother. Well, before we do any of that, y'all just got to tell me y'all nationality. Then I could better address y'all. I can help y'all out a whole lot more. I can give y'all some better instructions. I need to know these nationalities. Bob, I don't know what you put in there. All right. You got to give me something a little bit better than that, brother. Salaki, I don't know whether you're a brother or not, but you got to give me something just a little bit better than that. And then I can help you out. And if you're a brother, then, I could direct you to your closest camp and things of that nature. I can help you out a little bit more. To the person that said they want to pray with me, put your nationality in the chat. And let me help you out a little bit. This love day, I'm showing love. All right? I'm going to help some people out as soon as I get these nationalities. All right? Because the only way you can get close to God, and that's the thing, Slacky, a quick sidebar, man. Everybody talk about they close to God and things of that nature. Now, I'm not saying this person is, ain't a, or anything. I don't know nothing about them. But the only way you can please the Lord or be close to the Lord or whatever, anything with the Lord, is keeping the law, statutes, and the commandments. You ain't close to the Lord if you celebrating Christmas. You ain't close to the Lord if you about to celebrate Valentine's Day. If you're eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster and things of that. If you sinning, you are not close to the Lord. All right? And if you are not one of the 12 tribes, you ain't even got no chance of getting close to the Lord. Don't even worry about it. All right? You can't get close to the Lord if you're not a part of the 12 tribes of Israel. We just read it. 10 minutes ago. All right? So we had Tobit, the 4th chapter. And we're going to pick it up at verse 12. All right? This is Tobit, chapter 4 and verse 12. It says, beware of all whoredom, my son, and chiefly take a wife of thy seed. Chiefly, meaning what? Meaning only take a wife of thy seed. Don't go outside these 12 tribes and take a wife. Don't do it. Why don't do it? Because it's going to anger the Lord. The scripture said for us not to mix or mingle our holy seed with these other nations, man. That's what the Bible says. The Lord does not want us to do that. And if we do that, what does it do? It angers the Lord, man. It angers the Lord. All right, Salakia, give me 1 second. That angers the Lord, man. We don't want to anger the Lord by something as simple as sleeping with somebody from another nation. When Israelite women are the baddest women on the planet. All right? Israelite women are the baddest women on the planet. Okay? Now, quick sidebar. The dude that said he wanted to pray with me is a fake Jew. Let me help you out. No, we can never pray together. I would never, ever pray with you. It's not possible. I'll never sit in class with you. I'll never sit next to you. None of that. We can't be friends. None of that. It just will never happen. All right? I can't do it. But you know what I will do? I'll pray with my brothers. And this is, let me tell y'all something about how slick this dude is. Talking about let's pray together, and they people don't even like our people. Why would I want to sit with people that SA children? I'm not doing that. I would never do that. It's no way possible I would ever do something like that. How we gonna pray together and y'all don't even believe in Christ? Never would I do such a thing. Never would I do such a thing. I ain't about to spend too much time on that. I got a class to teach. Salakia, I just had to address that right quick since he was brave enough to put his nationality in there and say who he was. And you are not a Jew. Y'all stole our identity from us, man. That's why the Lord said he gonna save us from afar, man. You could do yourself a favor, though, and the Lord might show some grace. He might. Y'all can get out of our land and give our land back to us. And donate all of that money and all those riches y'all saved up to the Isupk under Commander General Yohana. That's what y'all could do. I'm trying to help you out, hopefully. It might help you. It might. All right? Tobit, verse 4 and 12. It said, beware of all whoredom, my son, and chiefly take thou a wife of the seed of thy fathers, and take not a strange woman to wife. Don't take a strange woman. What is a strange woman? Anybody know what a strange woman is? Anybody know what a strange woman is? A strange woman is a woman of another nation. That's why he's telling them, take not a strange woman. Because what do we read in Deuteronomy? What did Deuteronomy say? Deuteronomy said, taking a woman of another nation is going to make the Lord what? Angry. So as we continue to read this, what are we going to find? We're going to find that this is something that's been throughout all our generations. All our generations, the prophets taught it. It's just something that God wants. And like God said, if we do outside of that, his anger is going to be kindled against us. All right? Which is not of thy father's tribe. For we are not the children, Salaki, I said not. For we are the children of the prophets, Noah, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Remember, my son, that our fathers from the beginning, even that they are all married wives of their own kind, and were blessed, and their children and their seed shall inherit the land. Because the Lord does not want some stinking heathen living in the land that he promised for us. That land is ours. Like this dude was just in the chat talking about he a Jew. You ain't no Jew. You Jewish. You wish you was a Jew. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we are the real children of Israel, man. Go back to Poland or wherever the hell you came from. No, brother of mine. Verse 13. Now therefore, my son, love thy brethren, and despise not in thy heart thy brethren, the sons and the daughters of thy people, and not taking a wife of them. Saying despise them not. You ever, okay, now I brought up the sister earlier, but you ever seen a brother who just say, I don't date no black woman? And like I said, the sister who said, I don't date black men, that's despising them in your heart. Why is your heart so hardened towards your very own people? Like, that's what I don't understand. Who can love you better than your own people? Nobody can't love you better than your own people. Nobody can love you better than your own people. Not one single person. Because Your people have gone through the very same things that you've been through. But some of us think in our own stupid heads that if we go out and we date somebody of another nation, it gets us away from these niggas. We don't have to be around these niggas. I'm better than these niggas over here. When all the other nation is going to, all that person from the other nation is going to do, they're going to use you, abuse you, and throw you away. As soon as that person gets mad at you, they're going to call you a nigga. I've seen it 1,000 times. It has always happened. The second they get mad, they say it because they want to say it the whole damn time. They only with you because they think it's cool. They think it's cool. Or they feel like it's they charity case. You this they charity case. All right. What we do? Did we read? Even that they all married wives of their own kindred and were blessed, and their children and their seed shall inherit the land. Okay, verse 13. It says, now therefore, my son, love thy brother. Okay, yep, I read that. Take it away from them. For in the pride is destruction and much trouble. It's destruction and much trouble. Brother, you dating that oppressive woman, and as soon as y'all get into an argument and you raise your voice too loud at her, she going to call the police on you, brother. And guess what's going to happen to you? They're not even going to want to hear your side of the story. You can be laid there in a pile of blood. You going to be the one going to jail. They're not going to care, man. It's going to be destruction. And guess what else? You're going to get that domestic on you. You know, nowadays, they just put it on you. And she can't call tomorrow and say, I'm sorry. I know it ain't everywhere, but the state will pick up them charges and put them on you. Yes, they will. That's destruction and much more. Because guess what? Now you got a violent felony. Stay away from them women of them other nations. And guess what? Guess what? You didn't even have to hit her. All you had to do was raise your voice. You never even had to lay. It is still a domestic. All right? Pride coming before destruction. So while your pride is telling you, look at me, I'm better than the rest of these niggas out there, destruction is coming. And much more. And then lewdness is decay. And great want for lewdness is the mother of famine, man. You are going to be totally destroyed trying to date one of these other women of other nations, man. The Lord is warning you. And what's crazy about that is this right here. The Lord is saying these things. The Lord that created everybody on the planet is telling you not to date women of other nations. Like, who would know better than him? Who would know better than the Lord? Nobody. Nobody would know better than the Lord. All right. From there, let's get the book of Nehemiah. The 13th chapter, Nehemiah 13. And of course, nobody would know better than the Lord, man. Nobody would know better than the Lord. All right. Let's get it. We have Nehemiah 13, and we're going to pick it up 23. 13 to 23, Nehemiah 13, 23. It says, and in those days also saw I Jews that had married wives of Ashdod, of Ammon, and of Moab. Now here we go again into this thing that we doing. And for the life of me, I don't understand why. Like, even, and we do it, as I was saying, even today, it's like at some point, okay, a lot of us today do it out of surely not knowing. But a lot of people in them fake Israelite groups, they do this today. This goes to show you that being in a fake Israelite group is not the way to go. They're not reading the Bible. They don't care what the Bible says. They're just being what? A distraction. Because they'll let heathens come into their congregation. They'll have heathens at the Passover. They'll have heathens going to camp. They'll have all of that, man. They will have all of that, man. Because they don't care about what the Bible says. They care about one thing: money. Getting money. That's all they care about. All right? You're going to let some dumb Israelite group lead you out into the woods somewhere. Remember that fake Israelite group said we gotta leave America. We got to go out in the desert, in the woods, in Egypt somewhere. Listening to that foolishness. And of course, what did they do? What kind of group was that? A group that let other stupid nations into their Israelite group. You sitting down at the Passover with oppressors, talking about we got to leave and go into Egypt. Well, we just read at the beginning of the class, it said the Lord was going to save us afar. It's like that's come on, man. Verse 24. It says, and their children speak half in the speech of Ashdod and could not speak in the Jews' language, but according to the language of each people. It says, and I contended with them and cursed them and smote certain of them and plucked off their hair. Because he's like, gee, y'all ever seen Rush Hour 3 when they got when the Chinese man come in? When the Chinese man come in there and they try to kill old girl dad, the congressman, the I forgot who he was. And then Chris Tucker and them got him in the thing, and then the Chinese man started speaking French, and Chris Tucker smack him and say, "Man, speak right. You embarrassing yourself." Well, that's what he just did. He's like, "Man, y'all speaking Ashdod. How y'all don't know our language? How you don't speak in our tongue? Like, what in the hell is going on here? This is disgusting." This is embarrassing. You embarrassing yourself. Verse 25, and I contended with them and cursed them and smote certain of them and plucked off their hair and made them swear by God, saying, Ye shall not forgive your daughter, you shall not give your daughters unto their sons, nor take their daughters unto your sons or for yourself. Don't give. You know what I used to didn't like coming up, man? When I was growing up, when I was younger, I always used to notice how it always used to be black women working behind the counter at the liquor stores. I didn't understand it, or at the Coney Island, or at the whatever. They always want black women. You would never see no brothers doing it. Now, why do y'all think that is? I ain't saying it's happening to all of them, but a lot of it, oh yeah. Most definitely. It's for their pleasure. All right. From here, let's get Ezra, the 9th chapter. Ezra. Not Ezra's in the Apocrypha, Ezra in the regular Bible. This is Ezra in the Bible, Ezra's in the Apocrypha, okay? So we're in Ezra. All right. So like while we're doing that, let me just check and make sure I don't got any questions. No questions. All right. I'm just going to start at, I'm just going to start at 1. It says, now when these things were done, the princes came to me, saying, the people of Israel and the priests and the Levites have not separated themselves from the people of the land. And that's from the people of the lands, Salaki. It's plural. And that's another thing right there, man. I don't understand how people get it confused, because when you read in the Bible has always said the Lord don't want us living with the people of other nations. That's why, that's the whole purpose of giving us our own land. That's the whole purpose of giving us our own land. It's so we don't have to live amongst other people. That's why I'd always say it's other nations living round and about us. It don't say that they living with us. It say round and about us. Or it would be no need for us to have our own land. It would be no need for it. Why do we need our own land if God just wants everybody living together? Because he does not, man. The Lord does not want everybody living together. All right? Have not separated themselves from the people of the land, doing according to their abominations, even of the Canaanites, Hittites, Perizzites, the Jezreelites, the Amorites, Moabites, the Egyptians, the Amorites. Because we didn't separate ourselves from the people. And that's the thing. And that's the thing. Because we don't separate ourselves, and we see it even today. Like the people who separated themselves from these people, we going to be celebrating the Passover on April 4th, man. The people that has not separated themselves from these people, they're going to be celebrating Valentine's Day, February 14th, and celebrating Easter, whatever the hell that is. That's the difference. That's how you know who separated themselves and who haven't. The people that separate themselves, they doing what? We keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. We being obedient to the Lord. The people that have not, they're going to be sitting in church Easter Sunday in a pink suit, bamming on a tambourine. Bamming on a tambourine. That's what's going to happen. It's disgusting. It is disgusting. All right? Verse 2. It says, "For they have taken the daughters for themselves and for their sons, so that the holy seed have mingled themselves with the people of those lands." And that's what I said earlier. Remember what I said earlier? I said, the Lord don't want us mingling our holy seed with these people of other nations. Our seed is holy, man. We don't want it diluted. Your oppressor is struggling to even make babies nowadays. So what is he pushing? He pushing the narrative for our sisters to start dating him, so they can start impregnating our sisters. It's getting pushed. It's disgusting. I hate seeing that on the internet. And it's everywhere. Why? Because an oppressor with one of his women, they're struggling to have kids. Go, when you get a second, go look up the percentages of how often they're having babies. It's like 1% or in the negative. They are struggling to reproduce right now, man. They're struggling to reproduce right now. But they can reproduce if they start getting our women. They can reproduce then. All right, Salakia. It says, for they have taken of their daughters for themselves and for their sons, so that the holy seed have mingled themselves with the people of those lands. Yea, the hand of the princes and rulers has been in, has hath been chief in this trespass, meaning in this sin. This sin. The princes and rulers are doing this, meaning the top of Israel, the people in charge, which are the people that set the example. So if they see the leaders doing it, then what they gonna do? It's just like what we see today. When we look to Christian pastors to be our moral guide, and we all did that, especially before we found the truth. Long before we found the truth. We look to Christian pastors to be our moral leaders. We thought that God talked directly to them, and then they gave the message out. We thought, it ain't all of them. Not my pastor. That's what we thought. Come to find out, it's all of them. It's every last one of them. It ain't one that's doing the right thing. The only way you know somebody picking up that Bible and teaching it properly is if you're in the Isupk under Commander General Yohana. Because learning the Bible from anywhere else, you are learning it incorrectly. You learning it incorrectly. You see them fake Israelite groups with fringes on their t-shirt, dreads in their hair, lineups, teaching with their hat on. Like it's just so much, man. And then what you always find out about them. Behind the scenes, they're doing a bunch of foolishness. They're doing a bunch of foolishness, man. All right. Okay, let's jump down to Let's jump down to 11 right quick. All right, try to get through these couple. We ran up on time. It says, 11 says, I'm going to start at 10 actually. It says, "O now, our God, what shall we say after this? For we have forsaken thy commandments." Verse 11, "which thou hast commanded by thy servants the prophets, saying, the land unto which ye go to possess is unclean, the land with the filthiness of the people of the lands." Because where did we just read this? We just read it in Deuteronomy 7. Remember when I said, and that's why I said we was going into the land to take the land. So he said this all the way back in Deuteronomy. Now we all the way at Ezra. Right? And we still having this same, and we having the problem that the Lord told us not to do when we was going into the land. We should not be having this same problem, man. And this is how we know when they say Israel's a stiff-necked and rebellious people, man. Because think about it, man. Think about what they saw. They saw the Lord bring them out of the land of Egypt, man. The Red Sea, the frogs, the flies, the boils, the blood, the water turning red. All of that should have been getting passed down and understanding the seriousness of what's going on. But Israel, we so stiff-necked and rebellious, man. God, dog. And don't we know it for brothers that be going to camp? Or if you trying to talk to your cousin or your mother about the truth, you see how stiff-necked and rebellious we are, man. You see how stiff-necked and rebellious we are. All right? With their abominations, and have filled it from one end to the other with their uncleanness. Verse 12. Now therefore give not your daughters unto their sons, neither take their daughters unto your sons, nor seek their peace or their wealth forever. And that's what we do a lot in this kingdom, man. Right now, it is brothers and sisters who will not come into this truth because of what the oppressor is. They don't want to jeopardize what the oppressor is giving them. They don't want to lose it. They would rather live their life in sin because they think the oppressor can give them more than what the Lord is giving them. That's what they think. Like, think about it. The Lord created everything. How do you think the oppressor can give you more than what the Lord is giving you? It's not even possible. It's not even, I don't even understand how that thought could come in anybody's head, but it does, man. All right? That ye may be strong and eat the good of the land and leave it for inheritance to your children forever. That stuff they doing, it just look good, but it is not good because it's not of the Lord. You start chasing the oppressor, well, the oppressor ain't get wealthy by doing the right thing. He ain't get all his riches by doing what's right. He is wealthy because of the unaliving he has done. That's why he's wealthy. That's why he sit on top. Jaws dripping like a bloody-jawed wolf. That's how he done it. All right? For your children forever. All right? I'm going to close the class out right there, man. The water to y'all for rocking it out with me. Don't forget to pay y'all tithes. We got the Passover coming up. The Passover is April 4th, man. But y'all want to rock out with us the entire week, man. We got a whole week of events. The entire week of Passover, man. You want to come down there the whole week if you can, man. And to get that full Passover experience, man. To get the full experience, man, because it's just nothing like it, man. Like I just feel like if you're not there day one, you missing it. You're not getting the full experience, man. So try to get down there and be down there the entire week, man, with your brothers and sisters, man. Brothers you ain't seen in a while. Get to meet new brothers and sisters. It's just a blast, man. It's something. And if this is your first Passover, man, just enjoy it. This is your first Passover, just get down there and just be down there all week. That's that's all I can say, man. Be down there all week, man, to get the full experience, man. It is something special. It's something special, man. So April 4th is the Passover, man. Make sure y'all pay y'all Passover fees. Make sure y'all pay y'all tithes, man. Shalom, Israel.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isupk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're